Not Wendy Child. Not Professor Dr. 4-degree having Wendy Osefo.
Well, detectives in Carroll County say reality star Wendy Osefo concocted a story so far from reality that she's now facing a string of felony fraud charges. At her home in Finksburg today, there was no sign of the housewife, but her neighborhood was buzzing with the news as police accused Wendy Osefo of being a fraud.
Let's be real, no one expected this. When news broke that Dr. Wendy Osefo from the Real Housewives had been charged with multiple crimes, the internet practically exploded. This is a woman who has always carried herself like she's above the drama, polished, professional, and proud of her 4 degrees. But now her image is taking a serious hit. Photos of Wendy and her husband, Happy Eddie, are everywhere online, showing the couple smiling in their mugshots while facing 16 criminal charges, including 7 felonies. The accusations? Insurance fraud and filing false police reports. And guess who's supposedly loving every minute of it? Keiarna Stewart. She's been at odds with Wendy for a while, and now she's watching the whole situation unfold with a big grin. Rumor has it, Keiarna might have even been the one who tipped off the authorities about what was going on behind closed doors. People are talking non-stop. Some say this is karma catching up with Wendy, especially since she's spent years criticizing other women on the show for not having real jobs or real achievements. Others think this might just be an exaggerated takedown fueled by jealousy. Either way, it's a shocking fall from grace for someone who built her brand around success, education, and respectability. It all went down in Carroll County, Maryland on October 9, 2025. When the couple's mugshots surfaced, social media went wild. What really threw people off was how relaxed they looked, both smiling in matching gray shirts, as if it were a photo shoot, not a booking photo. According to reports, Wendy and Eddie were arrested for allegedly trying to scam their insurance company out of more than $300,000 and lying to police. Here's how it all began. Back in April of last year, the couple returned from a vacation in Jamaica and claimed their home had been broken into. They said burglars stole luxury bags, jewelry, and other expensive items. They reported the theft to both the police and their insurance companies, even signing documents claiming a total loss of $450,000. But when investigators looked into it, things didn't quite add up. For one, only one bedroom looked like it had been ransacked. The rest of the house was spotless, like nothing ever happened. Police noticed that the supposed escape route didn't make sense either. The alleged thieves would have had to step on a toilet to crawl out of a window, but the toilet lid was still down and spotless. No dirt, no marks, nothing. Then came another red flag. The couple had a Ring camera and ADT security system, both active before they left. But during their entire trip, there was zero motion detected inside the house. No sign of a break-in, no alarm alerts. The only activity recorded was the usual: a few package deliveries that Wendy and Eddie monitored remotely. Investigators dug deeper and found even more suspicious details. Some of the stolen designer items they claimed were taken had actually been bought and returned years earlier. In fact, a few of them were tracked by serial numbers that showed they'd been refunded long before the supposed burglary ever happened. And if that wasn't enough, police noticed something even more embarrassing: photos of Wendy wearing one of the same rings she listed as stolen. She had even posted it after reporting the burglary. That was the smoking gun. When police finally searched the Osefos' home during their arrest, they found around 15 of the same items they claimed were missing, right there in the house. It was almost unbelievable. For a woman with multiple degrees and a background in education, the evidence made the situation look downright foolish. So why would someone with so much going for her risk everything? According to the reports, Wendy and Eddie were facing serious financial problems. Debt had been piling up, and investigators believe they saw this insurance scam as a quick way to solve their money issues. Instead, it may have destroyed their reputation completely. Now, Wendy is preparing to face a judge, and the internet is split. Some people feel sorry for her, saying the media is blowing things out of proportion. Others think it's poetic justice, a dose of humility for someone who often looked down on others. Whatever happens next, one thing is certain: the same woman who prided herself on her intelligence and integrity is now fighting to prove that she isn't guilty of a crime that could send her to prison. For someone who always claimed to be above it all, Wendy Osefo is learning just how far there is to fall.
She just messaged me a couple of days ago. You know, she's one of the very only, like the only ones who is like, you know, I'm so proud. You know, what she said was, God has you covered. Right? So I need a second because
I get it.
I opened my phone. I had no idea what was even going on. And I'm like, I'm shocked.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Very, very shocked because I felt Miss 4 Degrees had it together. Okay? I thought she had it together. I mean, isn't Eddie an attorney? For heaven's sakes, like what the?
After their arrest, Wendy and her husband Eddie were released on bail, paying $50,000 each. They put out a short statement saying they were home with their family, thankful for the love and support from everyone, and ready to face the legal process. They also asked for privacy while they focus on their family and court case. But once the news hit social media, people started digging into their past interviews. Viewers quickly noticed a clip where Wendy talked about the burglary while wearing the same ring she claimed was stolen, and many said her body language made her look guilty.
Forgot that in April, your home was broken into or something? Was this during filming that this happened?
I think it was right before.
Okay.
Like, literally before camera went up. It happened because my family was away on spring break. It was our spring break trip with the kiddos. And I was just so heartbroken. Like, I think a few of my first initial scenes, I'm just a little bit uneasy because we had just been violated, so to speak. It was the worst thing. It's so unexpected, especially since from my vantage point and from the investigators' vantage point, it was targeted, you know?
Really?
Yeah, because I've lived in this neighborhood for, you know, a long time, but since the neighborhood has been in inception for over 20 years, there has been no burglary.
Yeah.
You know, like nothing.
Keiarna Stewart isn't letting Wendy catch a break after the arrest. She feels completely justified because Wendy used to talk down to her, calling her irrelevant and accusing her of chasing storylines for fame. Now that Wendy's been exposed, Keiarna's enjoying the moment and reminding everyone that the truth always comes out. Wendy had spent years acting like she was better than the rest of them, but this scandal proved otherwise. Even Ashley Darby chimed in, saying that Wendy's fraud rumors weren't a surprise to the other housewives, just to the fans who never saw it coming.
No!
Keiarna didn't stop there. She went online and posted a shady story that read, "Catching felonies, not melodies." It was clearly aimed at Wendy, and people instantly caught on. Meanwhile, Wendy's career is already taking a major hit. Bravo has reportedly removed one of her wife swap episodes, and that's just the beginning. With the charges piling up and rumors about her financial troubles spreading, it looks like she has a long and difficult road ahead. What makes this situation so shocking is that Wendy was always the one who seemed to have it together. She was known as the educated one, the professor with 4 degrees, the woman who carried herself with pride and intelligence. Fans respected her because she stood out from the usual housewives drama. Now, those same fans are struggling to understand how someone with so much success could end up here. It's disappointing to see how far things have fallen for Wendy and her husband Eddie. Many are questioning why people risk everything, their careers, freedom, and reputation just to keep up appearances. It's almost becoming a pattern with the housewives, but no one ever expected Wendy Osefo, the scholar, to join that list.